Wow, welcome everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and evening, depending on the location where you are joining us from. I want to welcome everyone today because today I'm super excited. Today is the final edition. Yes, the final edition on our specialized masterclass. And it's been an awesome time. It's been an awesome time. We've been having a great experience. Wow, value has been communicated, and we believe strongly that we are moving from being novice into professional, cutting edge realtors. And that is why I want to welcome everyone live at this specialized sales masterclass. Today, I want to be sure that you are there watching and you're there following me live. So do us a favor, just share, yes, press the like symbol button and also subscribe if you've not followed us on this YouTube platform. Yes, some people are getting bothered. Why are we using YouTube? The reason is because we know that some people might not be joining us live. They'll be coming subsequently on the platform. So we decided to have a platform through where it can be stored on the cloud that they can revisit, and if possible, you can allow people to be part of it by sending the link to them. So please share, click the like button, tell us your location, and don't forget to subscribe. If you've not followed us live on this YouTube channel, you need to subscribe now. I bet you that what you'll be getting from this YouTube channel, the content that we'll be dishing out in subsequent edition, I bet you is going to be like transformational. So today, I still remain your anchor on this specialized masterclass. For those who are joining us for the first time, my name is Gashon Onegibichuku. I am the CEO of and the chairman of Jubilee's Homes and Resources Limited. Jubilee's Homes and Resources Limited is a multi-merchandise company. We have our emphasis on the selling and buying of real estate products, ranging from lands down to houses. We also have specialized trainings when it comes to real estate. And today, I am going to be your anchor live on this specialized masterclass. Don't forget, if you're joining us for the first time, we want you to share. Tell us where you are watching us from. We want you to make a comment. Yes, we want you to make a comment and tell us where you're joining us from. I bet you that the value we are going to get from this specialized masterclass will be tremendous. Today we are looking at strategies for successful marketing. And the previous editions, the previous month, we dealt on the first, we dealt on the ABC of becoming a professional realtor. And last month's edition, we dealt more on how to sell using social media. So today, we want to look at strategies. This edition on our 3 months specialized sales masterclass. The final edition, we want to look at strategies for successful marketing. Strategies for successful marketing. Yes, I want you to understand that you cannot become a cutting edge realtor without having workable strategies of marketing. Yes, you cannot become a cutting edge realtor without understanding or mapping out strategies for marketing. That is why we decided to launch deeply into these strategies. Strategy simply means workable ways. Strategy simply means um, um, platforms, or not just platform alone, but lay down channels, lay down procedures to become a successful for a successful marketing. So we want to look at some of them, and we believe strongly that it will be a important that you share. Yes, you have me right. You need to share, tell as many people as possible to join us live. Yes, tell them that we are live at the Specialized Sales Masterclass. All right, there is no successful market understanding what some keywords are when it comes to marketing. The first keyword we want to look at today is publicity. There is no, there can never be a successful marketing without publicity. And I want you to know people mistake these two words, publicity and marketing. Some people feel when they publicize that they are marketing. No, no, I want to show you a distinct difference between the two. A distinct difference between the two. When you talk of publicity, what does it mean? Publicity here speaks of is all about making noise and creating awareness. That's what publicity is. Before you talk of marketing, marketing is different from publicity. Publicity then everyone's asking, are you the only? And you're saying, no, I'm not the only one, but I'm just trying, you're making the noise because some people even feel, hey, you're disturbing us, you're causing nuisance. No, that's not nuisance. It's all about making noise and it's all about making noise and creating awareness. Because if people do not know that you exist, there are no chances of them patronizing you. If people do not know that you have a product, you offer a service, there are no chances of selling up and making them buy from you. That is why a lot of brands go the extra mile. A lot of brands go wild. They spend millions of naira, millions of dollars, millions of pounds just in publicity. But I want you to understand that publicity does not equal marketing. So, what is then marketing? Since we are saying that publicity is not it's all about noise making and creating awareness, it's not about marketing. What then is marketing? What then is marketing? Someone is asking, what then is marketing? Please, if you're following and you're there with us, can you just type yes, 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 yes. If we are making sense, can you just type yes, 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 and yes? Let me know that um, you're catching our flow. Let me know that you are there, that everything is making sense to you. Just type yes, yes, and yes. If you're there, type yes, yes, and yes. Okay, we'll move into the second point, which is marketing. What is marketing? You can talk of strategies without talking about marketing, without understanding what marketing is all about. So, marketing in a nutshell simply means, it's all about making sales and bringing in the money. You heard me right? Marketing is all about making sales and bringing in the what? The money. Can I repeat myself? Marketing is all about making sales and bringing in the money. Sorry for the light is off. I'm trying to restore my ring light. All right, it's all about making sales and bringing in the money. You understand me? Making sales and bringing in the money. So you are not marketing until you make sales and bring in the money. Yes. Anything that is short of making sales, bringing in the money is simply publicity. Yes. Anything that is short of making sales, bringing in the money, and yes, making sales and bringing in the money is all about publicity. So let's move fast. Remember, we are discussing on strategies. Don't forget that is our topic for today: strategies for successful marketing. So before I share with you on the strategies for successful marketing, I must make you understand, how to handle publicity, different method of publicity. Exactly. Different methods of what? Publicity. Yeah. Different methods of what? Publicity. So the first one is this. There are so many ways to handle it. So many ways. And I mean so many ways for publicity. They are in different forms. There are different channels you can use. But I want to just share some of them. So some people feel if I'm going to create awareness, I must have the big money. The likes of the Coca-Cola who are on radio 247, the likes of the Pepsi or the 7 Up who are on TVs, the likes of you know Unilever that are on different platforms spreading, their awareness, creating awareness of their products. You have to have that big money because when you hear the amount of money they put in, for an instance, when you go to some platforms to advertise and to make publicity, they tell you that hey, you're trying to tell them I want to do this for 2 days or 3 days, and they're telling you no that this company is doing theirs for 3 months every day. And you're wondering how can I get this amount? Even the 2 to 3 days I'm talking about is so enormous. So there are other ways that are simplified and they can also produce results. So one of them is what I call one of the ways or channels of publicity is what I call personal network. You had me right. I call it what? Personal what? Network. Personal what? Network. Personal what? Network. Personal network. This has to do with friends, connecting to families, connecting to friends, connecting to families and acquaintances. You understand me? Connecting to friends, families, and acquaintances. For an instance, you have friends, you have a product, you want to market, but you want to create the awareness. That's why we talked about last time. We gave an assignment. Everybody go and start showing something on social media. Yes, that thing is part of awareness. There are many people who do not know that you are into real estate. There are many people that want to buy because most times people have needs. They want to make purchases. But what comes to their subconscious are those who have told them that they offer these services. For an instance, when you want to buy soft drink, yeah, soft drink, when you want to buy soft drink, the reason why most people you don't come to the mind of some people is because they don't know you as someone that sells something. So uh, that is someone else that comes quickly to their subconscious. And that person is someone that have created an awareness to them that they are into it. You might be surprised that there are many of your friends that really wants to buy land. And I'm telling you this, some of them don't want to buy that. They want to buy luxurious lands or products. There are others who do not want to buy luxurious products, but they just want to buy, make what we call land banking. And if you are not, creating the awareness, you won't come to their mind. So that's the essence of sharing these things on where you have contact with your friends. So the first personal network is your friends. You need to start creating awareness. You can use that platform. Start telling them. Be intentional. Tell them I am a realtor. They ask you, what do you mean by I'm a realtor? Even if you don't want to tell them, cook up something in form of a graphics. Send it to them. They will be, oh, you've joined these land sales people. You can joke about it. They can even make jest of you. Oga, you there very well, no problem. But listen, the day they want to make a sales, you will be the one to come at their conscious, their subconscious. You'll be the first among the first list of people to come to their subconscious. I don't know if you're catching what I'm saying. If you're there and you can hear me clearly, please just make a comment. Tell me yes. And those who are joining us now, don't forget to tell us your location, where you're joining us from. Let's know your location. And if you're catching what we're saying, just type yes, 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 and yes. All right. Part of also your personal network is your family. I'm telling you this. When we started in real estate, part of the first set of people that we exposed ourselves to were our parents, our family members. A lot of them knew me or knew us as people who are called into the ministry. Because aside being into the real estate industry, I am also a pastor. I shepherd a church. I pastor a church under the leadership of a great servant of God in the person of Apostle Ken. So most of us know me as a pastor, the ministry side. So when I was into the and when I moved into the business side, I needed to create this awareness. I started telling them. I started calling them intentionally. I started some of them when I called them, they would tell me all manner of bad news, a lot of bad things that they invested here, how their money, vanished. I got discouraged along the line, but don't forget what we said. Amongst the qualities of an outstanding realtor is persistence, is resilience. So I kept on persisting. I kept on telling them, and some of them didn't even believe it. I kept on telling them. Do you know one thing? Some of them ended up, putting in their money, investing in their money into the first set of properties we bought. I tell you, some of those properties we bought them for nothing, but we ended up selling them in the millions. I'm telling you, now they are reaping the dividend because when we sell some of these properties that they joined us to buy like 4 years ago, they no matter where they are in the world, they receive what we call a return on investment. So why was that possible? It was possible because I had to create an awareness to family. Another area, another people on your personal network are your acquaintances. So reach out to them. I want you to reach out to them. Don't keep to yourself. Don't feel if I tell them now. Some people even say if I tell my village people, they'll start fighting me. Hey, listen to me. That's the mindset that's been keeping you at transport. Excuse me. Excuse me. You believe so much that village people can stop you're just creating an awareness. You believe so much that village people can stop your rising, but you don't know. You don't believe that village people can also support your rising because when they know that you're into this, you will be the first person whenever something like that comes to mind. You will ask, "Oh God, you get into this one? Tell us your hustle." They only fight when you're now a big name. But when you're still starting, you're trying to create awareness. They might fight, but don't allow yourself to be intimidated by that ideology of, village people here and there. All right, another way we're sorry for the break in transmission. We're trying to give on how to publicize because we know that without good publicity, there, there are no chances of a successful marketing. All right, let's move to the other one on how to publicize. You can use your phone or SMS platforms. Your phone. I must let you know that within your phone you have about 250 contacts. Yes, there might be people who are using maybe double lines, triple lines. And since they have dual SIM, each SIM card contains close to 220 or 250 contacts. So these are people that you can reach out to intentionally. Pick up your phone, start calling everyone, including those you feel they might be interested and those you feel might not be interested. Look at the good thing about this. Even when you communicate to people who are not interested, you find that they might know someone who is interested. For instance, yesterday in the office, day before yesterday in the office, someone from outside the country Someone came yesterday. He wasn't a realtor, but the person wanted to, refer someone to buy from us. The person he referred to buy from us because he had us on radio. That's part of publicity. We are publicizing. Some of us know about it. The current Akonoba estate that is trending at Jubilee's homes. We were advertising it on radio. He had it. He didn't have the money, but he knew someone that wanted to buy it outside the country. So he started notifying the person that this is happening here. Finally, the person reached out to our company, our front desk officer, started having a one-on-one contact because the person didn't want to be scammed by this middle person. So we helped out and sealed up. So the person paid him some money because the property or the what's it called, the offer, the discount offer was for a stipulated period of time. So the person they had to pay to sell up his own plot. So and yesterday that person that referred came to the office to say, hey, where's my own plot? That was how the person joined the platform, the realtors platform. He's now a registered realtor, got a whooping 250,000 just by someone creating an awareness. So awareness starts from that phone, SMS platform, send it across to all the contacts. It will cost you maybe 1,000 naira charge card. But let them know that hey, if you want legitimate, affordable, and highly appreciated lands, contact me. You'll be surprised that that SMS alone is creating an awareness. Number three is due to time, we want to move faster. Number three is flyers and brochures. Flyers and brochures. Flyers and what? Brochures. You have to strategically. Some people are saying that this one is old school, but I believe it still works. There are people that might not have the time. They want to read SMS news. They might not have all the time to listen to radio, but by you handing over a flyer to them, they feel a sense of professionalism. They feel, this thing is not just lip service. For it to be on paper, it means that it is real to some extent. So part of what you need to do when it comes to creating awareness is strategically share flyers in public places where targets can be reached. Yes. For instance, there was a time a realtor called on us and said, I have so person that I know in a particular market. He's the chairman and they have meeting in their line. So I spoke with him. He said I can come also so day that they're having meeting and speak to the people in that line about what we have. So she called us and said, please, I want you people to come on board and help me to talk to them. So that was how we had to help her talk to the people. And it was awesome. We sent in flyers, although there are mistakes we did, which is part of what I'm going to share with you on strategies for successful marketing. There are strategies for marketing that we did not imply, we did not apply. So we ended up creating awareness, we ended up publicizing, but we didn't market because I'm going to share that we missed the strategy, which I will share with you once we start talking about strategies for marketing. So on that with down to down platform and down to down practical ways to publicize. You can do you can strategically go to some places where you have target audience and hand them over flyers. Places like car parks, places like shopping malls, places like airports, places like religious houses, churches, mosques, whatever place of worship. So places like seminars and conference venues can hand over flyers, sports events, gym houses, the tennis courts, golf courts, um, 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 volleyball courts, basketball courts, all those places you can, football fields, you can go out to those places and hand over flyers to people. I tell you, one thing you should not forget, add your contact. And if possible, take that person's number. That was the mistake we did, and that's realtor's that realtor that got us on board. Because we had just 5 minutes to make our presentation. So we did not use the strategy, we forgot to use the strategy of picking up their numbers. We gave our own numbers on the flyers, but we would have picked their own numbers. The reason is for follow up. Yes, because it's one of the strategies for successful marketing. Follow up, prospecting, follow up. So we didn't do that. So we ended up creating awareness. They knew that we exist, but we didn't follow them up because most of them were too busy. They couldn't do anything. So we didn't follow them up for them to pay and to seal love the game. So that is one thing you should do as much as you have someone is catching what we are saying. Are you catching what I'm saying? Please, if you're catching what we are saying, I want you to give me a response on the chat column. Yes, give me a response. Give me a response, please. I'm waiting. Yes, yes. Type it bold. Type it bold. Type it bold. Type it bold. Let me know that you're there. Okay. Since we have dealt on some of the strategies of awareness, ways to create awareness, let's now move very fast because we have limited time. We have barely 20 minutes to round up. Strategies for marketing. Yes, strategies for marketing with sales. Yes, strategies. Remember, I told you that sales, publicity is all about creating awareness, while marketing is all about making sales and bringing in the money. So we want to look at strategies for marketing, which is now making the sales and bringing in the money. What are the strategies? Practically, listen, anybody that wants to market, the first thing you should do is what we call suspect. You must suspect, and what do I mean? Suspect here means you must see your target audience. Hmm. What did I call it? I call it what? Suspect. And it means seeing, that is suspect. What do I mean? Seeing your target audience. Are these people the ones that are truly, you know, my target audience? The product I have knowledge about it, but I know that this product is not for everybody. There are people that have need of it. So, for instance, there is a car that is called Rolls Royce Phantom, and you should know that, for instance, in Enugu, there's a place they call Emene, there's a place they call Abba, there's a place they call Abani. So if a Rolls Royce company or a Rolls Royce salesperson wants to market Rolls Royce, it is in his common sense that he will not suspect people living in that area. Someone might say, are you saying that people in that area cannot buy it? Or they might not have someone? No, and that's not what I'm saying. But the people that is likely to suspect, because people that is likely to suspect are those who can afford giving you a billion for lunch. Yes. Because we're talking of Rolls Royce, we're talking of a car that worth close to 1.6 billion. So someone that stays in Ababa, someone that has that kind of money, he might disguise himself. But even if there is no good road to ride that kind of house, even if he has the money to buy it, to ride that kind of car within that locality, if people see that kind of car in that locality, there are tendencies that you become a suspect. He will be a prime target for theft. So it is natural for someone that wants to sell that kind of car to have suspects within areas like Centenary, areas like Gulf Estate, areas like Zoo Estate, because these are places where the people that have that kind of money should live in. So listen, the first time you want to be successful in marketing is to market to the right people. Locate your suspects. Who are your right target audience? Who are the ones that can buy that product? You want to sell a land of 10 million. I know that there are people who live in those areas, but you should know that someone selling a keke shouldn't be your prime suspect. They can be part of your prime suspect because they can know someone that wants to, or they can even have that amount and just decide to, you know, you know, um, um, disguise themselves. But listen, in the scale of 1 to 10, there are out of 10 persons that ride keke, you can have only one. The ratio of 1 is to 10. There are the tendency of those who can buy that product of 10 million. I'm telling you the honest truth. Some people argue it. I told one of us some time ago that she shouldn't because she was going to those places majorly, saying that they can have someone. I told her I know what I'm telling you. There is a kind of land. If you tell me the price and you're telling me that your target audience are this week, I will say okay, they can save up to that. Even if they want to save up to that, you find out that it will take them time before they pay you up. I'm not trying to underrate them, but I'm telling you there are greater chances of finding people that will buy a land of 10 million at a particular region. There are places you can meet such people. There are greater chances than other places. So you must have a good suspect. Who are those that need your product? You need to start fraternizing with them. So if you miss going to join because you're trying to maybe sell a product of 1 billion naira, if you should know that where you get those kind of people are golf course. That's the kind of places they chill out. So you need to go out to those places because that's where you see them. Someone that is struggling to pay house rent doesn't have time for golf course. The time he has is go and join club. You understand me? I could ensure UK Purpose Club. That's kind of thing they job because they are trying to find a way where they can mop up money and they will support get support from the club whenever they're in need. So your suspect shouldn't be the kind of places when you're trying to sell a product of 1 billion. The kind of places they go are places where you find out like a golf course. They have places if there's a lounge for private jet owners. That's where you see such people. So you must be intentional. Suspect is the first strategy for a successful marketing with sales. The second is once you suspect, then start reaching out to those places, making friends, patronizing. The second is to prospect. The second is prospect. Yes, you suspect, and the next thing you do after suspecting is prospect. You prospect. You have me right. Someone is asking, what do you mean by prospect? I'm going to share with you practically. What does it mean to prospect? To prospect simply means to introduce to your suspect your product or values they can get from your product. What does it mean to prospect? To prospect simply means to introduce to your suspect your product or services and the value they can get from these products or services. So remember, the first one is suspect, the second one is prospect. So after you have suspected someone, an audience, you fraternize with them. The next thing you're expected to do, fraternizing means you're socializing, you're coming to be coming to good, talking terms with them. You need to start prospecting, telling them about your product. Because at that time, they started building a level of bond with you. At that time, they started knowing you. They started building some level of trust as someone they know. So you're trying to tell them, this is what I do. I sell real estate products. These are the offers we have. Look at the benefits you get. Don't force them to buy. Prospect by telling them the value, what benefit they have. Then again, they turn to. Every wealthy man is naturally selfish. Speak to their ego. Speak to their emotions. Tell them things that will gladden their hearts about that product. While you're doing that, don't push that they should sell, that they should buy. Just be prospective, be feeding their ego, be feeding their pride, be feeding their emotions, be telling them everything that they want. Because it is expected that by the time you're prospecting, you ask them questions. By asking them questions, you get to know what they want. Do they want a house because they want to buy it for themselves or for their children? The wealthy man sometimes don't want a house for himself. He's interested in posterity. He wants to make an investment for his children or his grandchildren. He doesn't. He has made a lot of wealth for himself that he's no longer interested in himself. He has a lot of houses so that his intent is no longer himself. He has houses in Dubai, has houses in America, in China, in UK. So that's not his intent. His intent is more of his children, his grandchildren, his great grand. You understand me? So if you, in the place of prospecting, you need to ask strategic questions that will tell you the intent of the pride side, the soft side of these your suspects. What are their pride sides? What are those things that they are afraid of? That is what will help you to prospect well. If the product and the services you're offering to them meets those areas, those soft side, they will be glad to pay attention to you and to part with their money. I don't know if someone is catching what I'm saying. If you're catching value, please. Oh yeah, let me see your hashtag. Let me see your comments. Let me see. Someone say yes. Someone say yes. Someone say yes. Someone say yes. Yes, 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 yes. Tell me, are you catching value? Are you catching value? Please type on the comment section. Type on the comment section if what you're getting from us is um is communicating value. Please type yes, yes, value, yes, yes, value, yes. All right, all right, okay, all right. Let's move to find fast to the third strategy. We talked about suspect. We've talked about prospect. Let's now move to the third, which is conversion. Yes, you suspected, you've gone into prospecting, that is telling that, feeding that person's ego, trying to tell the person about the benefits of this product that you offer and how they can solve a problem for them. You have to now move into conversion. What is conversion? Conversion simply means by the time they have been fed with every benefit and without doubt that your product suits their soft spots, suits their need, the next thing they should do is that they should release funds, which has to do with what? Conversion. You need to strategically convert them. That is where releasing funds is where conversion plays in. You know, telling them all these things, they might be interested, but if you don't convert them, your marketing is not complete yet. So if you've done enough prospecting to a level whereby the person is 100% or even 80% interested, the next thing you need to do is conversion. This time you need to be psychologically smart. How? You need to start indirectly sending an urgency signal to this person. What do I mean? Send an urgency signal that if the urgency signal shows the person that if you don't pay for this now, you might lose this for life. If you don't pay for this now, this problem might persist. So how do you create this urgency? For an instance, if the offer is for a stipulated period of time, the offer is for maybe 2 weeks, maybe they are giving discounts. You say that person, okay, this offer is actually 1.3 billion, but we're giving a discount of 50 million. Wow, that is so much money. A product that is for 1.3 billion shouldn't be giving discount of 50 million. Because if you give such discount, the person will feel, you overpriced. So the discount you should be giving such person should be 5 million. It's 1.3, we can sell to you at 1.295 million. And you tell that person not just the discount, but it has a time frame that is between now and the next 1 month. So that next 1 month, if the person doesn't pay or commits to that product, the offer reverts back to 1.3 billion. And I tell you that there is no wealthy man that wants to be, that doesn't want to have money, saved up for them. So when they understand that you're parting out with 5 million, they are willing. That's one side of conversion. Another side of conversion is prospecting to a level that the person needs by himself. That is, you prospect to a level that the person himself tells you, give me account number. Yes. So it has to do with prospecting well. That product, you're so aware of the product and the benefits it can convert to the person, to your suspect, to the level that your suspect has no doubt that this is what he's looking for and is willing to ask you, give me your account, I'm paying now. That is another level. You lure the person to the level that he or she is the one now doing the conversion, not you. Yes, that is it. So you must look for a strategy to make that person to now pay once the person is convinced. Part of it is that you can decide to do a video of current going, events there. You can decide to tell the person future, landmarks within that area. You understand me? You can decide to tell the person this land, look at those who have people like them. They have products in that area and they love to buy product or properties from people where people like them in their class buy property. That's why Banana Island in Lagos is not everybody, it's their kind. When you hear that the toddler is living there, when you hear the likes of that, Dangote should be staying at Kuri, you are not mistaken, of VI. But there are some top people, captains of industry that when they hear that their fellow captain of industry is living there, they naturally want to go and buy because they believe that's where they see their kind. They like to flock together. Successful people love to flock together. So you can use that as a conversion tool. This person has a property here, this person has a property, and they look up and they find it's true. They convert and pay. Are you catching what I'm saying? So once they pay, sales is complete, but it's not 100% complete. Yes, sales is complete, but not 100% complete. Why did I say so? That they pay for this one product is not enough. They should continue paying for all your products. Yes. After they are converted, they need to become your customers. So what does it mean? It's another strategy. Make them to move from being your converts to your customers. That is, they bought from you, but they are still coming back again to buy from you. My goodness. They bought from you, but they are still making a second match. Are you catching what I'm saying? Please type. Let me know your comments, your views on the comment section. They bought from you, but they are still making a return to buy again. Yes. So how do you do this? You do this majorly. They become your customer by majorly building a relationship. Once they are buying from you, let them not buy for you because you marketed to them. Let them buy from you, and after buying from you, let it be that they build a relationship. Beyond calling them to ask them about the products, call them to be interested in things that they are interested in. Okay, sir, have you done for you open up, relationship, become interested in their well-being, become interested because you expected over time you started digging deep. You both have started, you started talking deep things about their life, their business, their family. That is the way to build relationship. You started, knowing their birthdays. If possible, you go and send a gift, go and pay a visit in their birthdays, in their children's birthday, in their wife's birthday, send a message, do a surprise. That is building relationship. By so doing, anytime there is an offer, they will be willing to buy again. So beyond being having a suspect, beyond after having a suspect, prospecting the suspect, after prospecting them, converting them to buy, I want you or you need to strategize on how to make them your regular customer. Another name for it is make them your clients. That's another name for it. Make them your what? Your clients. They bought from you, they are coming to buy again. They are now your client. Every time they have their property needs, you're on their mind. You seal them up big time. You seal them up. You can even go the extra mile. And part of the strategy to do this is you talk with the owners of the property, or if you're the owner, you give them special discount offers. The property is selling for 1 billion, or you're a regular customer, we give you 980 million. That is how you put them into a club that they are, you can call them VIP, that they are VIPs, so they have special discount. You give them a card. That card is for VIPs. Anytime they want to, you've gotten them for life. Once they remember they have a card, a VIP card that gives them a special discount offer and buying a product from you, they will definitely come back again and again. Yes, that's why you find out that some airlines they give you VIP cards. They say mileage for this. Like some time ago, um, I, I flew through Ethiopian Airlines. Flew with them first time, second time. The next time they sent me an email telling me that since I've covered so mileage, I am qualified to be among their so members. All those things, and that because of that, look at what I'm doing. I stand to get discount of air flight tickets. This one, lounge, VIP lounge, access to their VIP lounge, whatever it is across the world. They told me all those things. And listen, the next time I want to book, for sure, you should know that I should be talking of Ethiopian Airlines. The same thing happened when I flew to the Emirates using Etihad. The same thing, they're still sending me mails till now. So that is a way of making people become customers. The third, not the third, but the last but not the least now. Once you make them your customers, you need to move them to become your ravaging fan. What did I call them? Your what? Your raving fan. Your raving fan. Your raving fan. What do I mean? These people are no longer buying for you. These people are no longer buying for you, but they are going the extra mile of telling people about your product. They move from the level of, hey, but I want to buy today, I want to do. No, no, no. They are now the people going out to advertise. In fact, if you enter this level, you're made for life. You can never lack sales for life. You know why? They will keep referring you until you're tired of referring. And how to make them a ravaging fan is very simple. Give them gifts. Very simple. Some those things you do to make them your customer. Do it and do it more. Give them special recognition. Go on air and say something special about them. Do some things that can make them say, hey, these people have got me. Listen, go there. It will cost you money. Send that money. Even as a realtor, if it means when you get your commission, split it into three or two, give them part of it, you will definitely recover them in the long run. But by all means, make them your ravaging fan, your raving fan. So please, I think we are going to draw the cut here, and I hope you have gotten tremendous value. Thank you. Wow. I hope you got something. If you got something, please tell me you got something. Share and make a comment. Don't forget, if you did not subscribe, you need to subscribe with us. Share and make a comment. Tell me what you learned. You have a question, drop it at the comment section, and I will be responding to you either here live or I'll respond to you. If you're watching later, I'll respond to you live at the comment section. But by all means, let me know the value that's been communicated. Tell me your keywords, the key points for you, the salient points for you, conspicuous and take home, decisions you've made. Don't forget, today we dealt on strategies for successful marketing, and we said for you to have a successful marketing, you need to understand the difference between publicity and marketing. We said publicity is all about, making the noise and creating awareness. We also said that marketing is all about making sales and bringing in the money. We began to outline different ways for publicity. We outlined personal network, the mention of phone and SMS platforms, flyers, sharing flyers in strategic places. And we went ahead to talk about strategies for for marketing with sales. So we mentioned about six of them. I think so. We mentioned about six of them. About we said the first one is suspect, have a target audience. Prospect, we said, is the second, which simply means tell your suspects everything they need to know and how those products you're offering them can solve their needs, can solve a problem. The third one is conversion, which is making them to pay. The fourth one is make them to become your customers or clients. And the last but not the least is ready fund. That is five strategy for marketing with sales. So please drop a comment and tell me what you feel, areas or questions. I'll be willing to answer. And we have, yes, we have an assignment. And this assignment is very simple. You are going to generate between now and the end of this month. The day is already 18th, okay, sorry, 19th April 2025. But you can decide, I don't know when you're going to be watching, but I'm going to give you between now and 12 days, between now and the end of this month. I want you to generate at least 150. I don't want to say 100 so that people won't get scared. 50 suspects and prospect them. 50 suspects with their prospects. Generate them, prospect them, and send me a private DM on the company WhatsApp. I'll be willing on the company WhatsApp. On the company WhatsApp, send me a DM on how this number I'm going to post now, on how far you've gone. I'll be picking the first two people who are successful. I'll be taking them on their hands, holding them by the hand one on one, and believing them as they share, as they seal their first deal. Yes, you have me right. I'm going to be holding you, but it's going to be 12 days, generate at least 50 suspects and prospect them. That is people that you know that they are target audience to sell one of our products. You know our products already. You feel that they have the money, they are the ones who can buy it, or they might know someone who can buy it, and then prospecting them by telling them the advantages of buying that product. Between now and 12 days, 50 of them, tell me the level you've gone, and I will be stepping in one on one, take you by the hand to move them to become conversion, your converted customers. So the number I want you to call is on the screen now. The company WhatsApp, not call, please, WhatsApp. As a realtor, the company WhatsApp to drop your message on is this. So please, if you can do that between now and 12 days, I'll be giving you, I don't know if you can see the number, I'll be giving you special attention. So that's the number zero for those who are connecting from outside Nigeria 02348106251543. Send in that message and tell me between now and 12 days, I'll be willing to respond to you. If possible, give you a one-on-one call so that we can trash it out on how you can make your first call. All right, I hope you have been blessed through this specialized masterclass. Please go and practice. 100 intentions is not as powerful as one action. 100 intentions. 100 intentions. The wise man once said, is not as powerful as one action. So put everything you've learned in this whole three consecutive sections into work and come up with your question one on one. We will be willing to take you by the hands, give you sound, that sound answer and coaching or mentorship you desire. So till I come your way, don't forget, it is still me, your anchor, live on this specialized masterclass, moving from a novice to a professional realtor. This is the math section. This is the April section of the Specialized Masterclass. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And all right, so we come your way. Keep hanging on. Don't forget to refer someone as a realtor. Don't forget to refer someone as a realtor. If you refer that person as a realtor, you have the opportunity to earn three times. You earn when that person sells, you earn when the person has referred to register as a realtor sells, and you also earn when you have sold something. Three generation commission for anyone that registers people under him or her. So go now and call someone, tell them to be part of the Realtors platform. We're no longer realtors, we call them partners. So GP's partners are waiting to receive you. Call us or send us a WhatsApp message on this number. We wish to join our GP's partners platform. Thank you. I sign out. I'm still Gashan O and convener on the Specialized Masterclass. Like, come your way, stay tight, make your millions. See you at the top. Bye for now.